Okay, we're going to get you started on 3.1 equivalent fractions on the worksheet that you have. Notice here I kind of shaded them in because they were kind of hard to see. But we're going to use the models to write an equivalent fraction. Well, here they did this for you. If you can't see that very well, they have 5 squares. They have a box around 5 squares. So the whole is 5, and how many are shaded in as 2? So that represents 2/5. Here they've taken those same squares and they've highlighted them, or they've put a box around it so you can see it's the same area, the same size, but they did something else. They put a line through the middle of those boxes, and so now instead of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there are 10 rectangles right there. So the total in the whole is 10. And how many are shaded in? 4. But notice that the picture, if you were to lay this on top of this, they would show the same. They would show the same if you would lay this fraction on top of this. Okay, so we know that 2/5 is the same as 4/10. And you can also check it by how is 2 turning into 4 times 2. Then I must be timesing by 2 to the bottom to get the denominator. That's another way you can kind of look at it. Okay, you on this side, on 2 through 10, you're just going to tell whether the fractions are equivalent by writing an equal sign or a not equal sign. So a good way to kind of look at this is, there are several ways, but you can do your cross products here. I would do 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Are those equal? Yes. So I would put my equal sign right there. Okay, and you'll finish the rest of this on your own, and then there are 2 problem solving. On the back side, this side is kind of confusing because they put all these boxes in here that you really don't need all of those, but they want you to generate equivalent fractions in a different way than write 2 fractions that are equivalent to 3/6. So they write 3/6 down 3 times, so that are 2 different times, and you find equivalent fractions. So let me do this first one with you. Remember we said to find equivalent fractions, we multiply or divide by the same number top or bottom. So if I want to multiply the top number, and our answers could be different, instead of putting it at the top like I do, I like to do this. And because we do it a lot, and then we get 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12. So, oh, I messed up there. Could you believe that? They want you to really write in here. Sorry. Here's what they would want you to write. 3 in here, and 6, and 2, and 2. And then, so that would be 6/12. So here, 3/6 is equal to, they want you to write 3/6 again, which I think is just silly, but here you go. Times, and says, let's times it by something else than 2. Let's times it by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 6 times 3 is 18. So I now know that 9/18 is the same as 3/6, and 3/6 is the same as 6/12. So the 2 fractions are 6/12 and 9/18. Now, I know in my class, and I'm sure Miss Fuller feels the same way, if you want to show your equivalent fractions like this, and then just put a little arrow there so we know that, you know, instead of filling it out like this, that's fine for number 2. And then you'll answer these 2 questions using this over here. If you have any questions, make sure you go back to the notes, watch those notes. Thank you.